think like 100 bob or 150, like that cheap. At 8 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I think this is the time someone proposes. Oh, and guess what? That was it. He never proposed. Like, I don't know, the ring kneeling down, or so he was like, okay. How can you be there without money? And why do you have this small phone? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's a cold morning, but I had to come. I've been thinking, have you ever wondered why beautiful girls take forever to get married? Yes. So when you see these beautiful girls, for some reason they always have the best guys. Like, you find they're dating rich guys, very rich. I don't know, they are dating cool guys. But when it comes to settling down, it's so hard. Like, I don't know if it's the ladies who are not ready, or men don't find them like ready for marriage, or they are not marriage materials. I've never understood. But today, I want us to go into it, figure it out together, why beautiful girls delay to get married. So growing up, I used to see these beautiful girls. They always have the cool things. They always have cool guys. They always have rich guys. But for some reason that I don't know, but I'm ready to guess, they always delay. So there's this one person that I know very well. There's a place I worked to, and I remember after campus I got internship. I'll not say the name of the company because the person may know. So I went for internship and I found this beautiful, beautiful girl. And she was dating a rich guy from another country. And I remember I used to admire this girl because she was so beautiful, she was so classy, she was so updated. I don't know. I remember this one time, she went to see the boyfriend in that country that I will not say. And coming back, she came back with a brand new Samsung. I don't know what. There was this Samsung some years back. It was so beautiful. It used to come in kind of like a gold color. It was so sexy, so beautiful. All the ladies, like, it's like the way people are slaying with iPhones. I remember that time that was the phone that everyone was slaying with. It was so beautiful. So I remember her coming back with that phone, and it had this Samsung ringtone that time. Oh my goodness. I was like, the way she's so beautiful, she deserves everything. She was laying with the phone, and she was telling now one of our colleague a story about the boyfriend. I would sit down and look at her and I'm like, I wish I was her. Like, she was hot, 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 hot. And then for some reason they broke up. Apparently the guy was cheating on her, and she was beautiful, beautiful. So they broke up, and after like that round of the phone, when she went back, she noticed the guy was cheating on her. She came back and she was crying. Oh my goodness. I think she caught the guy. So anyways, they end up breaking up. And I was like, right now I understand, by that time I didn't. I was like, this girl has it all. Like, she's so beautiful. Every man would cry for her, run after her. Why would someone cheat on her? Like, are you trying to tell me that she's not beautiful enough? But now, being married now, I understand that sometimes beautiful women tend to be so proud. Yes. They tend to be so proud to the extent they feel like they can get any man they want. They feel like they are doing you a favor. Yes, you have your money. Yes, you're giving them everything they want. But again, they feel like, because whenever they go somewhere, someone is looking at them. Someone is admiring them. So they feel like, oh, I can always get any man I want, anytime. So having that in their mind, for some reason, they don't like take things seriously, or, like somehow their too much confidence affects the real relationships. So, and you find someone who is like natural and not like too much, like someone who does not invest a lot of time in their physical appearance, tend to get the best men and tend to get married all the time. Is it because, like, for someone who is not like out, let me say not good looking, for someone who is not good looking, or someone who is like, they don't care, they just dress, anything, they don't have to be so particular on what they have to wear, if it's trending or not, such people, they tend to get married to rich guys, handsome guys, cool guys, and then they tend to keep their marriage. They keep their marriages, like, which beautiful people can't do, or they fail to do. I'm not saying like 100% of beautiful people have failed, to keep their marriages or are not getting married. But when you look at the numbers, beautiful people who stay in their marriage and who get a chance to get married at the right time are few. So sometimes you find like those who are beautiful, they end up getting married to people who are younger than them, or they get married to very old people. Like basically there's a bit of a gap. But again, what causes beautiful people to, I would say, misbehave? You need to comment there and tell me. Because in my understanding, I feel like these people are so proud, I know a number of people that I went to school with, and they are not married yet. And these are people who are so hot in school, even at campus. These are people who are so hot, like they had it all physically. You could see they would get any man they wanted, but settling down is a problem. It is a problem. Is it overconfidence? Is it? Is it like, they don't entertain bullshit, or they don't entertain people who are, because, marriage is hard. Yes, it is hard. But again, marriage is beautiful at the same time, depending on who you marry. Because if you get someone who is proud, you're also proud, you'll never make it. It has to be like either one is proud, another one is so down to earth, or one is so beautiful, another one is not beautiful. Like the moment the two people are almost the same, it doesn't work out. And people always think that it's so easy for a beautiful girl that that one, I'm sure she has. And now there's this thing. I remember when I was dating, I never used to date. I used to prefer dating outsiders. Reason being, people back home, men who used to try date me, they would say, that one, will I manage her? She looks expensive. She's high class. That one, she cannot be even a wife. Like, she will torture you. But the truth is, there's a time I used to be there without any person in my life. Not because that I don't want to, but yes, I was a bit picky. I was picky. I used to have this list. If you're not tall, if you're not, I don't know what, if you're not. You find like, at some point, I want to tick all the boxes on my list to confirm that is the right guy. So I would sometimes be there without dating anyone, And then other guys who see me, they're like, huh, that one, she must be having guys, like 10 of them on the list. But honestly, there's a time I used to miss dating. And, I could feel like there was no one. And actually, there was no one. Sometimes you feel like, what's wrong with me? How come I'm not getting the right guy? Because everyone is scared of you. They feel like you're so expensive. They feel like, so people tend to judge beautiful people and hot people the wrong way. That one, to manage her, oh, it must be so hard. That one, she must be so expensive. That one, she must be having a lot of guys running after her. Dating one person, it must be hard. Like all of that, it becomes something else. And these women you see out there, very beautiful, very hot, sometimes they don't have anyone. And they want to, but they don't have. Of course, it doesn't mean that, you have to, settle for less because you want to be in a relationship. But sometimes men feel you're too much. Just because you're dressing nice, you're putting on good makeup, you're dressing, you put a standard for yourself, but men feel like. So me, I used to prefer dating outsiders because they used to understand the kind of a woman I was or I am. Because me, I used to like someone, first of all, who is away ahead of me in everything. In everything. Meaning, like, I needed someone to advise me, someone who's a bit older than me, maybe at least like 5 years. I never wanted to date someone of my age. A guy of my age, I used to think, if like we get married and we are, let's say 25, 25, there's a high chance after I have a baby, there's a high chance that I'll look older than you. There's a high chance that you will jump around like you're still in your, I don't know, teenage life. And women, we grow so fast. So I never wanted to put myself in a position whereby I'll be babysitting this guy. I'll be babysitting this guy. I'll have to look like a sugar mommy, yet I'm the wife. Like, I never used to want a guy who was of my age or younger than me. Younger than me, I can't even do that. So I preferred someone who is 5 years and above. Okay, not too old, but again, not my age mate. Age mates, women, we are so unlucky that most of the times women will look older than the guys the moment we have kids. So imagine you have this hot young guy, you're of the same age, but for you, you look 40, for him, he looks 20. And what happens? He'll just run around with other girls who look younger than you. So, so I used to like dating outsiders because outsiders seemed to be so open-minded. They see you hustling a lot and they are so happy. They don't see it as a challenge. They don't see it as a competition. They don't see it as like you're an impossible person. They just feel grateful that they have someone who is trying to be something. They are hustling. And in between, they support you, they advise you, they've been there, they understand, they value what you do, they value the hustle, they value the energy you're putting in. But my people back home, they would get threatened by your hard work. Like, there's this saying they used to say in my language that, uwongo osema tukamubasha, uwongo ashaka kuba afite abagabo benshi cyane, umukobwa nk'uwongo afite amafaranga, oh no, abafite ayo mafaranga yakura mu bagabo. Yes, like, for those who don't understand my language, like, oh, that lady, she must be getting money from those men, from other men. Like, she must be so impossible to manage. Ooh, like, sure. So you find outsiders, they are not like that. For them, they see the hustle you're putting in and they are just proud that a woman of your age is hustling. So the best thing they do is to support you, to advise you, to encourage you, to be there for you. not to be threatened by you. Come on. So I prefer dating my outsiders. I think that's why I end up marrying a Kenyan. Because I remember when I met my husband, he was so proud of me. Like, he used to see what I was doing. Up to now, he still tells me, like, one of the things I loved about you, because I remember when we are talking with my husband, I told him the projects I had, da da da, and he was so proud of me. Because there's a time I was a musician, I had a full-time job working in big companies. Of course, I worked, for those who know me, in big companies. And then there's a time I had a shop downtown in Kigali. So I have three things I'm running. And at the end of the day, you come and you're threatened by the hustle I'm trying to put down. No, the best thing you can do is support me, encourage me, advise me, tell me, what, I think you should change in this and do it like this. Not start saying that, oh, that one, she must be having a lot of guys running after her. Oh, that one, I think that money she gets it from. That's old school. Men, you should learn to support your women. Don't be threatened by the success they have or the hustle they are trying to do. So I remember I reached a point, there's a time I really wanted to get married. I was like so lonely. I was dating this guy who was not deciding, and I was like, I'm ready to settle down. But then when I look around, I didn't have anyone who was serious. And then people are seeing me, looking at me, and they're like, that one, I don't think she can be a wife. I was a wife material. You should ask my husband right now. Even him, sometimes he's like, the other day he told me, do you know, I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, okay, what did I do now? It's like, no, like, you proved me wrong. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, no, honestly, I thought we were going to slay a lot more than being a wife or a mother. And I'm like, why would you think like that? Like, no, it's like you had it figured it out, like you knew what you wanted, you knew how to work so hard. So at some point I thought like you would not accept to sit down, be a mother first before you run around looking for money, because it's important. And then I was like, okay, so what do you think of me now? It's like, no, like, I'm so proud of the woman you are, the mother you are, and like, you turned out to be so strong. Like, I see you hustling with the baby at night, during the day you have the smile. And I'm like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you survive sleepless nights and you wake up with a smile on your face for this other baby? And then if you don't say anything, no one will tell that you even didn't sleep at night. And I'm like, sometimes some things come naturally. You just even also don't know how you're doing it, how you manage it, but within you have that power, that strength that comes from nowhere, or that was hidden somewhere. It happens to come, and you become this person that you also don't recognize, because at home, even now, they don't believe I've been married for 5 years on my own, without my sister, without my mother, without anyone supporting me, like physically supporting me. The best they do is emotional support, like call me, check on me, ask me if I have a problem. I tell them that, oh, my baby is doing ABCD, I don't know what it is. They advise. Like, that's the best they can do for me, and that's the best they've done for me. But for some reason, I also don't know how I'm doing things, how I turn out to be this strong mother, because being a mother is a challenge. It's beautiful, yes, but again, it's too much work. More especially for someone like me who used to slay a lot. Now sitting down and take care of my babies and focus on my babies more than me. Yes, it's a big achievement. and I don't understand this person anymore. I don't know who this person is anymore. But anyway, beautiful girls, what happens? How do they end up getting married late? Getting married to guys who are not their type? Because every woman has a type. Yes, every man has a type. And when it comes to beautiful women, it's like they must have these things. So at the end of the day, it delays them to getting married, or they end up with, I would say, physically the wrong people. But again, that's why you find, like, once they get married, they tend to cheat a lot, because first of all, they are not happy in their marriage, because they married for pressure. Like, oh, I'm getting old, I need to get married. Oh, so they marry because they are getting old. And once they are there, reality kicks in, they start looking for happiness somewhere else and just keep the title of being married. But their real happiness is out there. It's on the other side of the house. And yet, these I don't care women, I like those who don't invest a lot in their physical appearance, they keep their marriages. They are so down to fight for their men. They are so down, so ready to do anything to make sure this marriage keeps on going. Because I know a lot of people who got married before me. And to be honest, I used to be like, even blah 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 is getting married and I'm still here. Even this guy, it's like they always get married before the beautiful ones. Life is so unfair. Sometimes people think you have it all, but when you're in your house, the amount of tears you cry and the loneliness you are, my goodness. I think that the reality is everyone should put these funny expectations that I want a perfect man, I want a perfect woman. Who is a perfect man and who is a perfect woman? Like, as long as you're a human being, there's nothing like perfect. There's nothing like perfect. There's nothing like you have it all. No one has it all. No one. And no one is perfect. But I think the best way of doing things should be, as long as this person, at least they have like 60% of the things I want, that is a perfect person. That is a perfect person. Because remember, you're meeting this person that you didn't grow up with. You all grew up in different environments, different lifestyles. How do you expect them to be perfect? You may find what you call good, in their eyes it's bad. So that only makes the two of you to be different. And if you're different, meaning I can do something that will offend you, you can do something that will offend me because of the way I see things. So you cannot say this person is perfect. Me, I believe, what I know might tell young girls right now, as long as that person does not beat you, that person values you, that person is able to provide for the family, and that person is hardworking, the rest is nothing. That is a perfect person. Because anyone, any person, they have their weaknesses. I have my weaknesses. You have your weaknesses. So stop, ladies, even guys, stop saying I'm looking for the perfect woman, perfect man. There's nothing like perfect. There's nothing like perfect. You just have to consider a few things. Like, there's this guy I dated. He was a Muslim. And at some point, he wanted me to be a Muslim. So I tried to put some sense in his head. Like, imagine I can stop drinking, because Muslims don't drink, I can stop drinking, but don't tell me to become a Muslim. Like, I'm so in love with you, but being a Muslim, okay, give me space, give me a chance to change on my own. Not you influencing me because, you're a Muslim, you have to make me a Muslim. So, I think he realized now, this chick, she'll never be a Muslim. I remember he used to live abroad a lot. I remember we would talk and then he tells me, we are almost starting the fasting period. I hope you're going to fast. And I'm like, oh yes, I am going to fast. Like we are talking, I was out last night. I'm hungovered. And he assumed that I'm not drinking because I'm dating a Muslim. And he thinks, because I'm dating a Muslim, they are going for fasting. I have to start fasting. Like, it doesn't work like that. You cannot change someone who doesn't want to be changed. If you really, really love this person, the best thing you can do for them is like show them how beautiful this thing that you want them to come to. Like, just do good things with that good thing so that they envy you and change according to what they are seeing and how beautiful that is. Like, what's the word? Just do good and they'll change themselves. It's like saying, if I wear an orange dress and I want to convince you to wear an orange dress, I don't need to force it. Let me just, dress it, make it look so good on me so that you find it beautiful and you start wearing it. I think it makes sense. Yes. So don't force things. If you really love this person, give them space. Give them space to decide for themselves. Not force them, not giving them conditions. So that's how people get it wrong and try to use force in a relationship and make people, like, when you find someone who is so proud, that is an automatic red flag. They'll be like, oh, someone who forces me to become a Muslim just because he's a Muslim. I'm not a Muslim, but I love you. So if you love me that much, you accept me the way I am, and later I'll see if it's important for me to be like you or to change, and then, like, I'll do it in my own space. So for proud ladies, that's how they lose it, and they're like, oh no, I cannot. I'm too beautiful. I can get any man I want. You will not control me. Yeah, I call it controlling. But relationships are very difficult generally. I find them difficult generally, and it's something that you cannot just live without. I normally see these superstars, the American superstars, like today they are dating someone, even if they are engaged, if he sees another guy they really want, they always leave you and jump into another relationship immediately. Most of the times, of course, it's influenced because they have it all. They have the money, they have the fame, they have it all. So basically what they need is someone to treat them like a princess. But again, the people around them, they are already treating them like princesses. So there's nothing much you're giving that they can't buy. Yes, there's nothing much you're giving them that they can't buy. Growing up, I used to feel like I want to be like them, like I want to be a big star. I think that's why even I started music at a young age. Yes, I started music at a young age, and I used to envy those people. I felt like they had it all because they have money, and they don't. No one has it all. Relationships are so hard. Relationships are difficult. But I think that's why I normally advise people, get married when you're ready. Because when you're ready and someone even tells you, something that you don't agree, you'd be like, "Ah, okay, that's what you want? It makes you happy? Okay." Like there's no time to fight. Oh, but I don't want it. Oh, but that's what you want. No, no, no. Like there's no time for that. You know what you want. You've got what you want. So the time of like fighting back and forth, it's not there anymore. Like getting married, I was so ready and I knew what I wanted. To me, I'd done it all and I'd enjoyed my life. I'd traveled, not so much. I'd not traveled actually. That's one thing that I didn't do much. But the rest of the things I'd done them, and I was like, okay, at this point, I just want to settle down. I want to have my own family. I want to have my own kids, my own husband. I don't want to be dating there and someone just decides to start cheating on you and you have no reason of like telling them that, that's my man, leave my man. Okay, first of all, I don't believe in someone stealing someone's man. How do you steal someone's man? How? Like this man is a grown up, maybe he's even older than you, and then you tell me that someone is stealing your man? How? Someone is stealing your woman? How? How can you steal a woman? By the time a woman decides to cheat on their husband, it means they've thought about it, they know what they are doing, understand the consequences, they are ready for the outcomes. You cannot tell me someone stole your woman. How? How? Most of the times, these are people who got married when they are not ready, or they got married for the wrong reasons. So you find, because of the wrong reasons, this person is not happy. This person now sees that they did a big mistake getting married to this person. That's why they end up cheating, jumping around, and they just keep the title of being married. I don't believe in someone saying that they stole my woman, they stole my man. That thing is not there. And right now, as a married woman, I do not believe in fighting with a side chick. Not even a phone call to tell her that, oh, leave my man alone. I don't believe in that. Because this woman was there, this guy came, tuned her, lied to her how he's not happy in his marriage, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we sleep in different rooms. There's this one person that I know who lied to a chick that, oh, me and my wife, we are divorcing. She sleeps in her room, in the kids' room. I sleep in my room. Like it's all about the kids. Very soon we are separating. And the side chick accepted. Guess what? The man was happily married. And when the man was caught, this girl, the guy told the wife that, oh, that girl seduced me. She keeps on seducing me at work. Oh, lo, it's the girl. And the wife started abusing the girl. You're seducing my man. He told me everything. Leave my man alone. Why? Go get your other guys. Leave my man. Whoa, we've been married, I don't know for how many years. And my man has never cheated on me. It's so clear. I trust him. You've been seducing him. Surely. A big man, old man, old man being seduced, and then he loses his mind to remember that he's happily married. And then he sleeps with this girl, not once, not twice, not thrice, for a whole year, being seduced. Really? And then me, the wife, I come back and blame this girl. Oh, please. Let's be real. You cannot steal a man, you cannot steal a woman. It's a personal decision to decide to cheat, to decide to leave your wife, to decide to go and lie. So you cannot blame any woman. You cannot blame any man for, you know, going after you if you're interested. And then what pisses me off is the fact that, you, the guy, come, run after this girl, and then the wife comes to fight the innocent chick. No. Side chicks are so innocent. You're a grown-up man. You make your own decisions. You've decided to cheat on your wife. You've decided to cheat on your marriage. So no one can blame the side chick. I'm on their side. Yes. So, let's not go there. That was on the topic. But generally, the thing is, relationships outside here, they are so hard. It's so hard these days for beautiful women to get married. Most of them, they want it all. They want this perfect man. And there's nothing like a perfect man. There's nothing like a perfect woman. You just have to check a few things. A few things that, on my list, I cannot do without this. Getting a man who's not a Christian is a red flag. At least like out of 10, at least like 4 of them, he has them. That is a perfect man. The rest, you just have to accept them the way they are, because even you're not perfect. And then we tend to act like, we are the only people who are giving our best in this marriage. Ladies, beautiful women, they feel like they are doing you a favor. Like, I don't know. I don't even understand how our parents used to do it. That's why I think most of the time you find in these cultures like Indians, they arrange marriages, because I think that is an easy way. Yeah, I think it's so easy to find a man in that process than these days of searching around. Okay, they can also, arranged marriages are also bad, because sometimes they can really, really get you someone who is not your type at all. At all. But that is a hard one. You sit home, and then from nowhere, your parents go hunting down a man for you. And then, bam, this is the guy for you. You have to get married as soon as possible. And yes, you have no say in it. That's sad. It is sad. Okay. I just don't see myself sitting there, even before I got married. At home, sometimes you have people who are so concerned about you. I remember my mom used to ask me, like, oh, you have it all now. You're done with school, you're working, you have a good paying job, so you get married. I'm like, Mom, it doesn't work like that. I have to find the right person that I feel comfortable with, because you don't want to go in a relationship just because your mom told you you have to get married, or your mom, there are parents nowadays who can still influence marriages. They're like, oh, say, this guy is our friend, our family friend, who has this young brother or a son, and he's not married. And then they try to make it happen. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. Let someone go through the hassle. Let someone find their own person. Let someone struggle and, meet the person they want, not you arranging for them. Because the reality down here is, if you go there for the wrong reasons, I'm getting married, I'm getting old, I need to get married, or everyone around me is getting married, or back home the pressure is too much, so I have to get married for those reasons. As Ugandans say, it will end in tears. Yes, it will end in tears. You'll be so unhappy in your marriage. You'll be so unhappy as a person. Even when you get kids, you will not feel happy. Yes, you love your kids, but again, you'll be like, oh, my kids, I can't believe this is the father of my kids. Like, you always have those insecurities, and at the end of the day, someone will say, oh, you live once. I need to be happy. So you start cheating just because you went there for the wrong reasons. So let's always try to put our expectations a bit lower and consider that this person is not perfect just the way you are. Like, you also not perfect. So if you're not perfect, don't expect to get a perfect person. Anyway, I'll see you next time on my next video. Watch, like, comment. Have a lovely day. Bye.